Recently I read Hey Mister, Will It Fly? The Making of a Master Aeromodeler by Robert Benjamin. You can purchase this book from his website. His website also has many interesting articles, and he has a Facebook page. His autobiography is on the AMA website. Like so many people that have really mastered something well, Robert struggled at first, but he just would not give up. I really like this quote from his book. He talks about his frustration with covering with tissue a rubber-powered plane, and it just didn't look good, and he got so disgusted he took all the covering off and redid it. This is the latest plane that I covered with tissue, and after a lot of experience, I'm still not wonderful at it. One thing that helped Robert was when he found the Model Airplane magazine, which happened to be Flying Models. This is a much newer issue. And then he found a hobby shop in his city, and that also helped. Another challenge was running his first Glow model engine. This is my OK Cub 049. Robert tells about after crashing while trying to do a wing over, he was just so afraid to fly again, and it took him a long time to get up the nerve. For me, it was doing the outside loop, and after I finally did one, and it was easy, and I kept doing them, and I've probably done 50 without a crash. There are many things in radio control that I can relate to with Robert. Here you see a Champ airplane. That is what he started with. And then he had a Tri-Squire. My dad had built a Tri-Squire, and I had built an Esquire, which is like a tail dragger. I put this ancient radio equipment in it, and it failed and it flew away about 10 miles, but I finally got it back. My first plane was called the Nova. Here you see the plans, powered by a Vehicle 19, and it used Reed's radio, which were a little bit better than what Robert had. He had escapement where you just pushed one button once or twice. This had toggle switches, and there were 6 different functions. Well, actually 3 functions, but you could go right or left. And when Robert got into proportional radio control, he started with the Sky-Squire, which was also my first airplane for proportional control, although I didn't build mine. Proportional radio control is much easier to fly than the Reeds, but it took me a little while to get used to it. And at that time, the radios were really expensive, so my dad and I put together a semi-kit, and we had to wire components together, and it didn't work at first, but somebody was able to fix it up, and then I had real good luck with it afterwards. But it was a real project. Robert got into electric power back in the days when they were powered by heavy NiCad batteries and brush motors. I had started in RC sailplanes with a electric powered sailplane with the heavy NiCads, and it didn't even have throttle control. It had a toggle switch to turn her off. Amazingly, Robert built scale model aircraft and competed with gas or glow-powered scale aircraft and did very well in competition at the highest level. There is much more to this book, and I highly recommend it. So thanks for watching.